Welcome to the Church of Thomas. These are readings from Awakenings in an Age of Angels, and this chapter is called Demons 101. In this day and age, it has become unfashionable to believe that there are demons. This is a serious mistake. A demon is not a quirk in your personality. A demon is not an unfortunate instant from your childhood to be purged by counseling. And contrary to the old notions of Peter's church, that they live inside of people, demon possession is as scarce as hen's teeth, though it is possible. Demons reflect the same hierarchy as angels. There is no equal to Jesus or the Holy Spirit in this hierarchy. The liar comes from the next level lower in the ex-angel category. A demon can also be from the souls of people who are many times have chosen to be out of harmony with the One. They are all evil. They are all cut off from the One. As a result, they need constant nutrition from somewhere. Most exist on what we see as a spiritual plane. They do not need bodies to do evil. The demons I will discuss are all ex-angels. Personal demons. What a demon who is low level is likely to do is to be drawn to someone who thinks or acts negatively often. It does not mean that thinking a few negative thoughts gets a demon's attention. Every lie, mean act, selfish act, and evil deed draws attention to yourself. If these things are common in your life, you are a prime target. By that I mean you can get your very own escort demon to help you continue to think in these negative ways. If you have already shown that you are prone to such thoughts and deeds, you are a nice steady source of food for a demon. Some people are so good at thinking and acting in negative ways they can wind up with many escorts. This is bad enough, but it is like child or animal abuse or bullying. It always gets worse. When it stays with a single person, it is a shame and sad, but involving other sources of energy, like from other people, makes it much worse. The trade-off is that the demons let the abuser have the scraps, so the abuser thinks that they are getting their hour in the sun. It rewards the pimp to bring in more victims. It is never a free ride. The energy, unlike in a friendship or loving relationship, is always one way, straight into the demon. And unlike the love of the One, which is freely given, this energy is always taken. Because it is important to keep a steady flow of energy for an escort, the demon will whisper little lies to encourage you to think in negative ways, even when things are going well. It is also common to have them be like your unhelpful friend. This friend will intervene in a disagreement if the disagreement is not escalating. If you're going to be able to agree to disagree, they will shove you into the opponent to escalate the disagreement to a full-blown argument or physical altercation. A cutting word, well-timed, can do wonders to raise the stakes in an argument. Mid-level demons. These can be personal demons or free floaters. Think of a foreman in a warehouse. They are drawn to people who are strong and often more in touch with their energy. They are attracted to people who already have many little demons. They are attracted to people who abuse many other people. The abuse does not have to be physical. An example of this kind of person is the mid-level manager who never praises a worker unless they have collapsed from exhaustion. This same manager will turn around and expect the same performance without giving the employee time to recover their breath. Then the manager might berate the worker for lack of commitment without any compassion for the extraordinary effort they had just expended. This manager will use this employee's desire to get the sparse praise as the insufficient carrot. The stick behind the manager's back is huge. It is the vampiring of energy that the demon siphons off most of the emotional blackmail energy, leaving enough for the manager to get a charge out of the encounter. When a mid-level demon is a foreman, they just cheer on the little demons and take energy from them. This may be from a meditation group, a group of related people who are conveniently located as a group of people who consciously or unconsciously have drawn a personal demon. They organize plans to draw in people who feel disenfranchised to give them a sense that the ends will justify the means. This is the way terrorist groups are born also. They may be persecuted and rightly should be freed from their slavery. If a negative energy is used to gain their freedom, they just put on a different yoke. The yoke is to the evil. It is like the baby soldiers who were forced into the army of liberation in Africa, only to become the next generation of tyrants. Mohandas Gandhi, even though a non-Christian, is a better model to follow the path to freedom than most Christians follow today. After the abdication of English rule, he was able to quell, through his strength of will and pacifism, great violence. He refused to eat in protest when the Muslims and the Buddhists started fighting. His hunger strike, in the midst of the lack of leadership left in the void left by the English, changed the focus. The days had erupted with Hindu versus Muslim street fighting and genocide. His love of both turned the tide. One man's sacrifice got both factions' attention. The two factions' mutual love of him led them to stop in time. This was someone who alone stopped the violence. Because of his love, at least during his lifetime, a nation held together. Jesus' plan is for doing this for the whole world. A good start to this would be for all of the factions of the book to pay attention to the higher love of the one they all claim to love. Then, by leading by example, draw in all the people of the world, no matter their background. Gandhi is a good case in point not to judge a book by its cover. Good and love can be made obvious through any person in the world, no matter what their background is. They all deprive demons of their energy, making the world a better place. High-level demons. There are demons that are into big plans. I will not get into them. I'm not a reporter who will show negative people how to please, such as this one.